Hey, yo, what's up everyone? It's your boy Carl back at it again. New video, same grind, you already know. I hope y'all doing well on this Saturday afternoon. But for me, it's not Saturday afternoon, it is actually Wednesday early morning. If you can see in the corner below, you can see the time right now. And yeah, I hope you guys in the future are doing well, because like always, I'm ready to grind the art. And yeah, so I'm starting this new art series, I guess we're gonna call this art series, which is the pre animation school training arc that I'm doing, because as you know, I'm got accepted to animation school, and I'm gonna start officially next year in September. And I've decided to make a plan for myself for the next couple months till September 2025 to train myself to get better at drawing characters, getting ready for animation. Get the foundation ready, to get the foundation better. And yeah, and because I know for in the first year, in the first term, they're not touching animation yet. They're still doing they're still working on the fundamentals when it comes to character designs, drawing characters, drawing humanoid characters, and doing all the stuff. They are not required to animate it yet. Animation is really touched in the second term or second year. I don't remember. But yeah, I already had the first look of the classes, or the term works, so I pretty much know what I'm expecting for my first year at least. So all the training that I'm doing right now is really to get ready for my first year of the program in animation school. So yeah, so today I'm gonna do the first episode of the first part of the series, which is gonna be something that's gonna be current in my channel now, because usually, I'm trying to talk about different subject and art and everything, but since I'm doing this training thing, I was thinking, like, you know what, if it is not gonna be a daily thing, I'm gonna do it as a weekly thing instead, because my goal was to record, at least have a record of my progress over the years of how I improve my art. And I think this is a good opportunity for me to do this right now with my pre-animation school training. So yeah, so I made a plan for myself to get ready for that. And for today, I'm gonna do some gesture drawings, where we're gonna focus on the line of action, the flow of the body, the movement of the body, and also the volume and the depth of the shape of the forms when you're drawing those characters. So I'm gonna show you an example of what it's supposed to look like. So those are just the drawings. So it's supposed to look something like this. So this is a session that I'd done last week, and every day I have something specific that I'm working on for an hour a day. So I'm doing 30 minutes of doing gestures like these, and then after that, the next 30 minutes, I'm going to spend my time to do solid shape like those here. As you can see there's the foundation just below that. I just put the solid shape. And for last week, I decided to do something different. Instead of doing cross contours like I usually do, I wanted to actually do the shading as the reference was shown in front of me. But for today, I'm going to do cross contours. I'm going to vary a little bit. I just wanted to do this because I had fun doing it for my real life studies. I've been doing some real life studies as well, so I wanted to do it for my mannequins, the shading like this. It's not something that I usually do, and I was like, you know what, might as well do it. But for today, we're gonna do some cross contours. So most of those videos that I'm gonna do is gonna be in a time lapse format. So they're gonna be this is gonna be it's gonna be a live drawing in the beginning a little bit, just to show what I'm doing. And then after that, for the rest of it, since it's gonna be a rinse and repeat, it's gonna be a time lapse, so you guys can draw with me. I'm gonna put some music in the background, like always my videos. So I'm gonna be some personal music or some other RPG music that won't get flagged or copyrighted by YouTube. So yeah, and yeah, so I'm gonna do the first one live with you guys, so you can see how I'm doing it. And I'm gonna put the reference somewhere in the screen in the editing, so future me don't forget it. And yeah, so I'm gonna do this, and then after that, for the rest, is gonna be a time lapse. So I'm just gonna start my timer here, And the reason why I'm doing it for an hour this is just because, you know, I'm just building an habit for when I'm gonna start working full time, because I'm pretty sure I talked about it in one of my YouTube videos that I'm gonna start to work full time soon. So I've made my plan and a schedule the way I do things in a way that once I get my full time job, I will be able to do my grind and start and be able to be in time to go to work, you know. So there's that too. So I've really managed my schedule around how my day will go in general. So all right, without further ado, you know, I'm not gonna waste too much time because I tend to yap a lot of my videos and tend to go for long. So yeah, I'm gonna start drawing. So I'm gonna start my timer here. All right, and now I'm gonna start drawing the thing. So I got my reference here, so you guys gonna have the reference in the screen here. So let's start with the torso. Alright, so the torso is looking that direction over here. And so yeah, the goal here is to really capture the flow and the rhythm of the body. And also using simple shapes and forms. So here the goal is not to draw full anatomy, you know. This part of the plan. So I'm doing this this practice till I think it's till January, yeah, till next month. So it's really focused on simplify anatomy and gestures drawing. So I'm gonna go like this instead for the line for the legs. So yeah, it's really focused on simplifying things instead of focusing on the anatomy, on the real muscle. I'm even when I'm doing my real life studies, I'm I'm focusing on the real anatomy, of course, but I'm not trying to draw it. I'm just simplifying it and try to capture the shapes and form that I see on the surface. On the later on in the plan, I'm gonna do a bit more of anatomical focus again. Because when you gonna start animating stuff, you're going to simplify a lot of things. And to do a good simplification, you will need to know, of course, your anatomy, but it's better, it will help you even more if you can just observe the shape of the surface. Having a deeper knowledge of your anatomy is just only going to help you draw more detailed body, you know, like draw some detailed landmarks. So we see a bit of his neck like this. All right, and thing that I like to that I'm doing now is that when I want to draw the arms and the hands, because I tend to misjudge the length of my arms sometimes, or I make the arm too short or too long. So what I'm doing is that, okay, I'm gonna start from the hand, then go back to the base, which is the torso. It actually helped me a lot to have at least an accurate length for the arm, like this here. Okay, it's a bit too high. Go lower than that. And here we go. Actually helped me a lot doing this. And this is a trick also that I picked from the anatomy book itself when I was studying the hands. Where the artist, I forgot his name. You know, it's like it's easier to start from the hand and then go back from the base. It says that I've been doing this and it's been really helpful, actually. So I advise you, if you struggle to draw the actual length of the arm, if you don't know the actual length of the arm, look at the hands where they are. Draw a simple shape for the hand. You know, it can be a square, it can be a circle. Then from there, go back to the base. It's gonna be easier for you to really draw the arm. And also, rule of thumb is that the forearm is shorter. It's kind of shorter than the part of the bicep and the tricep. So like if this is 1, well, the forearm will be like 0.8, you know, something like that. It's like short, a tad shorter, you know. It's not that different. So you could do a 1-to-1 if you want to, but it's a rule of thumb. Like the forearm is shorter than the actual the actual bicep bicep and tricep part. All right, so this is what it looks like when I do this, and then of course what I like to do is that, well, I already did the line of action, but I'm just gonna put more accent to it, going like this here. And this pose is a bit more, well, not stiff, or not stiff, what's the word, more straightforward, but there's a bit of a curve here. Like the guy is actually, like, his body's a bit curving, just a little bit, not too much, but you can do something like this going on. And also another thing that I like to mark is the angle of the shoulders, angle of the pelvis, and also the angle of the head, like this here. I like to showcase those things. And then from there, it's a rinse or repeat. So yeah, so this is the first one we're doing. So I'm going to the next. And also the reference that I'm using, maybe some of you already spotted with the reference that I put on the screen. I'm taking those from the Line of Action website. It's a really good website if you want to do if you want to do your gesture drawings. There's a timer. There's a timer within the app, within the website, and you can do 30 seconds, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes gesture drawings if you want to, or 30 minutes if you want to. And it's really helpful. I've been using this for a lot over the years, and yeah, it's really helpful. So I'll put the link to that in the description box below so you guys can use it as well. And yeah, so from now on it's gonna be a time lapse of me just doing the same thing over and over, and Salah won't be able to put all the references I'm using. So yeah, so you can just follow with me, do your own grind, and yeah, I'll be there grinding with you guys. So alright, I'll see you guys after the time lapse is done. Alright, so that's the end of the first 30 minutes of my practice. So yeah, so we done a bunch of gesture drawings here and there, and yeah, I was struggling a bit with this one because I tend to struggle when there's a foreshortening and I have to use like sample shapes to show not sample shapes, yeah, sample shapes to do foreshortening. But when it comes to actually doing the forms, it's easier because now I can see the depth of it. But just putting circles, dots like this to show the foreshortening, I'm like, that's a bit hard. Even here, I'm like, no, that's not even right. And now I'm looking at it a bit closely, actually this part is good. It's just that this part needs to be a tad longer and go up a little. But yeah, so that's the first 30 minutes for today practice. So the second 30 minutes, now I'm gonna actually put forms for the volume and those gesture drawings. So yeah, we did the simple one, which is just capture the flow, capture the rhythm of the pose, and now it's time to actually draw the actual shapes and forms to draw the human body. So yeah, so like earlier, I'm gonna start by drawing drawing live with you guys so you can see what it looks like, and then after that I'm gonna do a time lapse. So I'm just gonna put this one here. So we're gonna start with this one here, and for this one I'm gonna put the reference since I'm gonna actually do it live with you guys. So I just have to not forget to take a screenshot of the reference here once I'm done with it. So yeah, so I'm just gonna lighten things up, like erase that, and start drawing the actual simple shapes, simple forms to draw the figure. We'll start with the head and extend it a little. Also, I'm trying to not feather too much my lines, trying to stay clean as much as possible. Need a bit more cranium here. We need some space for the, what you call this, the brain. I'm gonna put this like that. And of course, when you do when I'm adding the forms and the volumes, I'm adjusting the proportions as I go. Because when I'm doing the gesture drawings or just trying to capture the flow and everything, I'm taking a proportion, of course, but it's not like the main focus here. It's not the actual main focus. So I'm gonna put the head a bit higher now. Yeah, so when you add the forms and the shapes, the volumes of the body, you want to keep as much as possible the flow of the pose and the rhythm, because we tend to lose those things when we add the actual forms. Since we're trying to be really consistent with the shapes and the forms and the anatomy, of course. So we tend to lose those as we go. And I know for a fact, because I've been doing this for a while, because when you focus too much on capturing forms and capturing volumes for shortening and all this stuff, you lose a lot of your gestures. So your pose tend to look stiff. Like, yes, they're well built, but they're so stiff. They lack that emotion. Well, I mean, yeah, they lack life. That's what I'm trying to say. They lack a lot of life because you're really focused too much on building and building and building, but you don't focus on the actual, life of the pose, the expression they're trying to show here. So I'm gonna round this a little bit. That is too straight. Same thing here. Gotta round it here. I tend to do this part a bit too long sometimes. Even the torso thing is too long. Now looking at it. Well, just at least this part here, the thoracic part is was too long. The abdomen needs to be a bit longer. That's better. And of course, you know, if you're not used to do those things, don't expect yourself to do like the best gesture, drawing the best mannequin, the best simplification ever. It's gonna take time, and eventually you'll find a way that you'll find your style of simplification, meaning like the actual shape you like to use when you draw those things. Because for me, it took me a while before I figured out, okay, how I like to draw my how I like to simplify my my anatomy. Like, yes, don't get me wrong, I'm still using the shapes, the same shapes, the same forms as much as everyone. You know, cylinders for the legs, cylinders for the arms. You know, and sometimes, you know, you use depending on how you want to draw the body, you might use boxes or more rounded boxes for the torso and all this stuff. And over time, you're gonna add more things that's more to your liking. You know, like sometime I'll add a joint here to represent the knee, then I'll do this. But now that, since I'm doing really more, I just want to focus on the flow. I want to capture the flow of the whole thing. I'm just gonna go straight up with this here, with the cylinder. Like this. But when I'm focusing on really just construction itself, I'm gonna actually put all the joints, you know, with a sphere. Show like, yeah, this is a joint here, so you can move it. You can move this part of the leg. Now I did this leg too thick. Well, at least the lower part of the leg too thick. And I forgot to put the timer. Now think about it. Well, let's say it's been like what, 5 minutes? No, not 5 minutes. We're gonna say it's been 3 minutes. All right, 27. All right. And now let's add the leg. The feet here. Yeah, it also is supposed to zoom out. If you can draw zoomed out, it can be better, so you can have a better sense of your proportions. Yeah, and also I need to bring this closer. Like this. Readjusting stuff here. Let's say it's about this. All right. So I managed to keep a bit of the flow of the pose, the gesture. Like it got stiffened a little bit, especially around the legs. Like if there's, I mean, I can. Try to, because I still got this habit of trying to capture the anatomy in a simpler way as well. So that's why it can look a bit stiffer. But here I don't have a choice to go that way. Because the rest, let me see. Okay, yeah, I can do something. Oh, okay, I can do something like this. Interesting. It's as a more interesting shape, actually. Okay. Alright, so that's pretty much it, what I'm doing. So for the rest of it, it's gonna be a time lapse. And yeah, so you guys, make yourself comfortable, keep grinding the art with me, and we'll be doing more volumes, more forms for the gesture drawings. Alright, I'll see you guys on the other side once it's done. of today's training. So this is what we have done. So yeah, I don't do the whole page, you know, the whole gesture drawings as a I'm not adding all forms and volumes of all gesture drawings. I'm just doing it for 30 minutes, you know. And yeah, so far this work method been working so far when it comes to improving in the gesture drawings, all the stuff, you know, because I'm only giving myself a set amount of time to do some things, and you know, I'm just focusing on the on a set amount of time. I'm just focusing on getting one thing right, and yeah, and every week I'm seeing some small improvement here and there. And I'm trying to apply those things in my own different projects. Like in every Fridays, I'm doing some character designs or with some prompts that I give myself. And yeah, and I can see like my gestures, my construction is getting better. I need to be more aware of my balance sometimes, because sometimes if I flip the canvas, as you can see here, the character is about to fall. Unless she's standing on one feet, but it was not my intention. The character is supposed to have both feet on the floor here. I mean, if I had the floor now, it makes a bit more sense, but even then it's still a bit weird. And even here, I think I could have done it better, you know. And the best way to do that is to put a grid. Okay, this one isn't that bad. This one, yeah, her feet was actually lifting here, and you saw this in the reference. And this one is all right, but yeah, balance is a thing that I need to work on a little bit more, especially for poses like this when the one feet is forward and one feet is in the back, when the character is facing us backwards. And yeah, but that's it for today's grind. So I hope y'all had a good productive session with me. And well, for me it's been an hour ish and I've been recording. Before you guys gonna be shorter than that because of the time lapse. But yeah, so if you like what you've seen today, feel free to subscribe to the channel and leave a like as well on the video, and leave in the comment what you've been grinding, what you've been practicing lately, and what is your goal for the next year, because the year is about to end now. There's only like 2 weeks left before the end of the year. And yeah, what is your goal for 2025? As for me, it's to get better at character drawing, and before I start animation school. And I'm gonna be working on those things till August, till September of next year. Like I said, I've made my planning for that. And yes, I'll let you guys go. I'll see you guys next week. Next week we're gonna have a similar type of video, except I'm gonna be working on something else. Maybe it's gonna be more just a gesture drawing session or character design session. I'll see. Each day I'm practicing something different that's still related to gesture drawing, construction, character design, something like that. But yes, I'll let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And yeah, like I always, keep grinding, take some break, and don't slack. And yeah, I'll see you guys on my next video. Alright, peace.